Welcome to City Times, your number one place for Manchester City match updates, transfer news, and behind-the-scenes training action. If you love City as much as we do, you're in the right place. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to stay connected with everything happening at the City fans. Let's go, Citizens! Manchester City transfer 2 exits expected as citizens prepare. Guehi bid Manchester City are working to reshape their defence during this January transfer window, with 2 departures expected and an offer being prepared for Marc Guehi. During the last January window, Manchester City broke the bank by investing over €200 million, £175.6 million, to strengthen Pep Guardiola's squad, who appeared to be losing steam. Abdulkadir Kusanov, Omar Marmoush and Nico all arrived at the Manchester club. This winter, the Sky Blues struck hard from the outset by signing Antoine Semenyo for €72 million, £63.3 million. The English Giants do not intend to stop there. Indeed, Manchester City appear set to reshape their defence. While a right-back is still being sought, the second-placed Premier League side first want to focus on the stones and ache heading for Manchester City. Exit in 2026. According to The Athletic, Pep Guardiola's side are preparing to part ways with 2 centre-backs, John Stones and Nathan Ake. Out of contract, the Englishman will not be offered an extension and should therefore leave on a free at the end of the season. For his part, the Netherlands international is on the verge of leaving as early as this month. Their injury history and the decline in their level in recent months have been determining factors in Manchester City's decision to show them the door. To replace these 2 players and strengthen the heart of the defence, the English Giants are already working on it. Manchester City want to negotiate with Crystal Palace for Marc Guehi. According to journalist Ben Jacobs, Manchester City are preparing to make an offer in January for Marc Guehi. Discussions have recently taken place with Crystal Palace. The Sky Blues are hoping to negotiate with the Eagles, who are demanding €40 million, £35.1 million for their defender, a significant amount for a player out of contract at the end of the season. City believe Palace will lower their demands as the window progresses, particularly for fear of seeing the England international leave for nothing 6 months later. In addition to convincing their counterparts, the Manchester club will also have to do the same with Marc Guehi. The latter has always been content to finish the season with Crystal Palace before choosing his next club next summer. It should be noted that, in addition to the Citizens, Liverpool and Arsenal are interested in a move for the 25-year-old this summer, while Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich and Inter Milan have also made inquiries. Can Antoine Semenyo play in the Carabao Cup? Rule change explained ahead of Manchester City. Manchester City and Antoine Semenyo are set to benefit from a change of rules affecting the Carabao Cup semi-finals. Everything you need to know about the rule change which allows Antoine Semenyo to play for Manchester City in the Carabao Cup. Eligibility status. New signing Antoine Semenyo is fully eligible to represent Manchester City in the Carabao Cup semi-final against Newcastle United. While he played for Bournemouth in an earlier round, he is no longer restricted by traditional cup-tied limitations. New rule. A significant update to the English Football League regulations was introduced for the 2025/26 season. This new rule specifically permits a registered player to represent up to 2 different clubs in the competition within a single campaign. Previous rule. Previously, a player was cup-tied to their original team for the entire tournament once they stepped onto the pitch. Under the current guidelines, players can now transition between clubs during the winter window and continue competing in the cup for their new side. Different rounds. To remain eligible for a second club, the players' appearances must occur in different rounds of the tournament. Semenyo appeared in the second round for Bournemouth in August, meaning his participation in the semi-finals for City is permitted. Semi-final deadline. For a new signing to be eligible for both legs of a semi-final, they must be registered before the first leg takes place. Because Semenyo completed his move on January 9th, 2026, he met the deadline to feature in the first leg on January 13th and the return leg. Reaction to change. This rule change has sparked debate among managers, with Newcastle's Eddie Howe expressing frustration over the timing of the adjustment. However, the update aligns the Carabao Cup with broader FIFA transfer trends, allowing elite clubs more flexibility when recruiting in January. Manchester City can deliver on exciting Pep Guardiola promise at Newcastle. Manchester City head to Newcastle United in the Carabao Cup with eyes on the first domestic trophy of the season. Pep Guardiola believes success in the Carabao Cup could provide a crucial stepping stone for his new-look Manchester City team ahead of Tuesday's semi-final first leg at Newcastle United. City head to the North East on the back of a thumping 10-1 FA Cup third victory over Exeter City, which has gone some way to restoring the feel-good factor after 3 successive Premier League draws saw Arsenal move 6 points clear at the top of the table. The Carabao Cup offers City the chance to claim a domestic trophy, having only lifted the Community Shield last term. The Blues have dramatically reshaped their squad over the past 12 months, and Guardiola has repeatedly stated how he is seeing positive signs from the new group. Beating holders Newcastle over 2 legs and going on to lift the Carabao Cup trophy at Wembley would be tangible evidence of that and potentially provide a springboard for future success, with City still in contention in the league, FA Cup and Champions League, even if Guardiola believes there are more ways to measure his side's growth than silverware. It's not about winning trophies or not, it's about how the team grows up and gets better, he said. Last season, we didn't deserve to win more than 1 trophy because we didn't play good. It's not about that. We are here to make the team play better and the satisfaction to make a good performance for ourselves, our fans, and for 95 minutes. That is the point. The things we can do better, do better. When you are in the process, you can fight for the titles and win it, but after that, less compliments the day after, and 3 days after, it is forgotten. That is how you live this profession. Guardiola knows Newcastle will prove stiff opposition and is expecting a tough test from Eddie Howe's side, who have won 11 of their last 13 games on home soil and beat Bournemouth on penalties to progress in the FA Cup last time out. They've done really well for many years and now they are in the semi-finals again, he said. They are champions. It is an opportunity for a lot of us and especially a lot of new players to reach the final. Since Eddie Howe took over,